Mrs. Woodburn. With our saxophones, Mr. Gagne. With our upper brass, our trumpets and our French horns, Mrs. Beaulieu. Our low brass instructor, Mr. Yeoman. And back with our percussionist, we have Mr. Norman. Our first piece this afternoon that we're going to play is entitled New Orleans Strut, and it's a nice introductory piece with some New Orleans style jazz in there.
1700s lacked a little bit of originality when titling their pieces, because the clarinet section is also going to play a piece entitled Musette, also by Johann Sebastian Bach, but I promise you it's a different Musette than what the flutesters play. Our next piece that we're performing, entitled Colliding Visions, this was a new one. We actually just ordered it this past year, and none of our groups here at the middle school had a chance to perform it, so I wanted to be able to pull it out this week for band camp. There's a lot of really neat percussion effects in here. You're going to hear some mallet percussion. We've got Mr. Norton helping us out back there, covering a few parts. I think Mrs. Woodburn is playing something. So we're covering a few parts with some of our instructors back there. This one again starts off really soft and pretty. We worked a lot this week on listening and tuning our instruments and really paying attention to all of the moving lines in here. I told the students earlier in the week, it's really easy to play fast and loud. It's much tougher to play slow and pretty and make everything sound nice. So they've been working really hard this week. I think a lot of the students have really enjoyed this one, but called Colliding Visions.
saxophones this week. I just happened to notice that except for the new student we have transferred, all these other saxophones started almost exactly 2 years ago, which is really neat to see the growth they've made in the last 2 years. This week during the saxophone studio, I actually threw a lot of advanced concepts at them. Showed them how to do vibrato. We did a bunch of technical things, including every single key on the saxophone, what it does, and some accuracy exercises. The whole thing that as they work these skills into their normal playing, by the time they get to need the skills in 8th or 9th grade, they'll already be leaps and bounds ahead because they've been playing the alternate notes and things like that. Our piece is titled West Boulevard Rock, and it's written in 3 parts, and there's 6 of us. And as an audience, listen at times, see if you can hear one note playing, or 2, and see if you can hear all 3 parts. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, come on. This afternoon is my personal favorite. It's entitled Arachnophobia. And it's just a really neat rock, jazz style tune. It has a lot of notes in it though. For these incoming 6th graders, this is definitely probably one of the toughest pieces that they have had the opportunity to perform yet. The nice part about this week is we have 6th graders all the way up through 8th graders. We've also had a couple of high school students helping us out this week, for which we greatly appreciate them. But these 6th graders have had the opportunity to now look at some tougher music. The 8th graders have had the opportunity to help out some of the younger students when necessary. And it's been a really great musical learning, building experience for all of these students. So again, thank you for sharing your students with us this week. I know, speaking on behalf of all of the staff, we have really enjoyed working with all of these kids. Obviously, I know all of them, but some of our staff is from outside of this district. And from the very first day, I heard from all of them how polite and respectful and receptive and just wonderful students and children that they had the opportunity to work with this week. So that's a credit to you. Thank you again for sharing your students with us. At the end of the concert, your students are free to leave with you. If they have signed out a school instrument that they just got this week for band camp, and they would like to take that instrument with them for the rest of the summer, they are more than welcome to. I just ask that they come and make sure either I or Mr. Upcraft knows that they are taking that instrument. Please don't just walk off with it without letting us know. Obviously, if they're their own personal instruments, those are free to go with them as well. So we hope you have enjoyed our concert and our last piece, Arachnophobia.